Yo, it's GSM again. Karibu tena kwenye GSM FX Journal, na leo tunaenda kuendeleza ule mfululizo wa vipindi vyetu vinavyofundisha Malaysian SNR. Kwa hiyo mnakaribishwa nyote. Kama huja subscribe, kama huja share, please nakuomba, nakupa muda mchache so you can check there below. Unaweza ukasubscribe, unaweza ukashare link pia na marafiki zako, so then kila mtu awe blessed, okay? Kila mtu awe blessed because ninachokihitaji, it's all about your support, because nipo hapa kwa ajili ya kukupa kitu kizuri, niko hapa kwa ajili ya kukupa kitu ambacho at least kina make sense, so you can even share, you can even subscribe, and don't forget to comment, to like, and also to tell me what I should add into my trading, or what should I add into this sessions ambazo zinakuwepo, so that you can just get something that you want, something like that, okay? So without wasting your time, kipindi kilichopita tulijifunza about when the storyline begin and when the storyline ends, okay? But today's session, it won't be too long because I'm focusing to teach you about what obstacles and how obstacles can function into the storyline. You know, if the storyline is confirmed, it doesn't mean the market will tend to go on that direction, au market haiwezi ikaenda katika direction husika moja kwa moja. Obvious, the market will tend to make some pullbacks. So now I'm gonna teach you about where does those pullbacks comes from, and how can you trade pullback, and how can you trade the actual trend. So without wasting your time, let's jump into sessions, into charts, okay? So then today I'm not good. I have some kind of cough, so I will try on my level best to explain, but this was my gift for Happy New Year, okay? So I tried on my level best to be good, but this is my gift for you. So the video won't be too long. It will be just simple and clear into the target, okay? So let's say you have this weekly zone in here. Okay, let's have this weekly zone in here. Weekly zone. Okay, let's say you have this weekly zone in here. And then what happened is weekly, okay, weekly tap on the weekly level and also weekly close below the level. That will be the first indication. Remember, ili tuweze kufahamu kwamba storyline inaenda kuanza, lazima tupate rejection on that level. Hatuhitaji kuona candle ina close above this level like this. No, we don't want to see something like this. What we want to see is only a rejection, and then the candle has to close below this. After seeing this, baada ya kuona hiki kitu, what we have to do, baada ya kuona hiki kitu, one time frame lower, which is daily, has to give you the break of structure in the line chart. The break of structure in the line chart, because break of structure itakayotokea kwenye line chart is the most powerful break ukilinganisha na break ya swing low. Okay, that's why we always consider the break of line chart. Baada ya kupata hii break ya line chart, now we know, oh, weekly is bearish because tumepata one time frame now which is daily imetupa bearish break, so we will be focusing on sales. Hiki kitu nimekielezea kupitia video iliyopita, so kama utakuwa haujaelewa vizuri, unaweza kupitia video iliyopita kwanza ili uweze kuwa sawa kwenye hii hapa video. Okay, after getting something like this, now we know the market is hedging to the downside. So baada ya kupata hiki kitu, nenda kwenye weekly time frame and then find the immediate weekly support like this. Find the immediate weekly support, because we always believe kitakachoanzia kwenye weekly, something which will start from the weekly will end up into the weekly, something which starts into the daily will end up into the daily, something starts into the monthly will end up into the monthly, because hii storyline imeanzia kwenye weekly time frame means we will find a weekly support. So this is the weekly support. Okay, this is the weekly support. So then after knowing this is the weekly support, now we know the market is hedging to the downside like this. But unachotakiwa ukifahamu ni kwamba market haiwezi ka drop moja kwa moja mpaka hapa. This won't happen. Hiki kitu kitakuwa ni kigumu sana kutokea. So ambacho tutakiwa ukifahamu ni kwamba Kama tutakuwa tuna weekly to weekly storyline, basi elewa kwamba obstacles au sehemu ambazo zitasababisha pullbacks zitatokea kwenye one time frame lower which is daily. Kama ingekuwa ni monthly to monthly storyline, means obstacles zitatokea kwenye weekly. Kama ingekuwa ni daily to daily storyline, means obstacles zingetokea kwenye 4 hour time frame, okay? So let's say you have this daily break, baada ya hapa daily break, now you have to find the daily zones. Let's say labda una zone here ya daily time frame, labda una zone hii hapa pia kwenye daily time frame kabla hujafikia weekly support. So then let's say market ime drop into these areas. Baada ya market kufika hapa, market ika reject, the market rejected on this daily level. Remember, this is daily. Okay, this is daily. Let me mark it this. Okay, remember this is daily. Daily ikafika kwenye daily level and then daily itself ikakupa rejection like this. Okay, after getting the rejection from daily level, now we know we have, okay, now we have started the daily to daily storyline. Okay, now we have already started daily to daily storyline. Sasa ngoja nichukue hiki hapa kitu nikiweke hapa pembeni, okay? Iko hivi, let's say this was daily itself, this was daily in here, and then umepata daily reject daily. Okay, now umepata daily reject daily. Oh, sorry, I need to put a line. Now you have this day reject daily. One time from lower, which is 4 hour, has to give you the breakout structure like this. After getting this break, now you know, oh, daily is bullish, okay? Because 4 hours given you the break to the upside. On the line chart, please. On the line chart. Make sure it's on the line chart, okay? Don't forget to put your break on the line chart. After getting this, you know how now everything is confirmed. Now we know 4 hour is bullish. Now we know daily is bullish because we've got a 4 hour break. Baada ya hapo, then go into the daily itself, find the immediate resistance. Let's say this was the daily level, which is support, and daily resistance is in here. Okay, so from where to where? From here to here, you'll be focusing on buys on the lower time frame. You'll be focusing on buys on the lower time frame. Sasa kitakachotokea nini? After market reaching here on this daily resistance, market ika reject hapo, and then 4 hour itself ikakupa break. Now we know, remember, weekly is bullish kwa sababu umepata daily break, because weekly is bullish, the weekly is bearish, I mean, kwa sababu umepata hapa break, and also daily turned bearish. Also 4 hour turned bearish when the time frame agree with each other. Time frames zinapofanana kwamba weekly bearish, daily bearish, even 4 hour turned bearish. Now we know expansion has begun, okay? So if the market will go up, find the sell entry, which is the entry, nitafundisha entry kwa msijali, then now it's time for retracements into this weekly support. Okay, into this weekly support, and you have to put into your mind, sio kila daily obstacle. Sometimes the obstacles will pass through like this. Okay, sometimes the obstacles won't hold the price, and price itapita moja kwa moja. So not every obstacle ita hold until you get the rejection. Na ili tuweze kufahamu kwamba obstacle itaweza ku hold the price, lazima tupate breakout from the one time frame lower breakout. Sasa baada ya soko kufika hapa kwenye weekly support, now the same thing has to happen. Same thing has to happen. The market has to reach here, and then daily has to give us the breakout structure. Okay. If daily did not give us the breakout structure, the market pass through this. No, we don't close these orders. No, until we go into the weekly level and then we get the bullish break. Now we know the storyline is over. Now let's focus on buys. Now let's focus on buys and then continue this buying move. Okay. So from here to here, you might be focusing on only sales. Okay. Okay, so then let me show this. Let me show this. I don't want this to be something too long, so I'll try on my level best to put everything so much clear. Okay. Let's say you had this weekly, you know, this is weekly resistance. Buy, sell. This is A shape. Market has rejected there. Okay, weekly reject weekly. You see? Weekly reject weekly. After weekly reject weekly, let's go into the date itself. Okay, let's go into the date itself. So, okay, so then Now, let's say you have weekly reject weekly. After this weekly reject weekly, do you see this is daily now? Do you see the daily has give us the breakout structure now? We have the breakout structure into the daily. So after getting this breakout structure, now we know, oh, daily is bearish, okay? Daily now is bearish. So now tunatakiwa kufocus zaidi na kuseli kuliko kubuy. After knowing that the daily is bearish, now let's go into the weekly to tafute immediate support, okay? Let's find the immediate support. Ukija kwenye weekly itself, remember weekly reject weekly was around here, okay? This was the weekly reject weekly. Where's the immediate fresh support? Immediate fresh support is here, okay? Fresh support is here. This is the fresh support. This is the fresh support. And here we don't have something fresh kwa sababu we have this V shape, but you see kwamba market ilikuwa imeshaigusa, so we don't expect hii hapa level to hold again as a support. We know the market will pass through it. Okay, so then now after getting this, let's go into the data itself. Now we know from where to where. Now we know from here. Okay, now we know from here to here we'll be focusing on sales only. We'll be focusing on sales only. As you will get to know about TSMC, now you can have the proper market structure and all those stuff now, kupata proper entries, and you can know kwamba this was the, na unaweza ukafahamu kwamba hii ilikuwa ni external range liquidity. So I will teach you about how to combine SNR pamoja na SMC to get the perfect thing. Okay, anyway, kwa sababu now we have to focus on sales. What will be the obstacles? Okay, from here to here, what will be the obstacles? Okay, let's say we have, let me delete it. Let me do something like this. Okay, now from here to here is where the storyline begins. Weekly storyline starts from here to here because we have daily break. After having this daily break, where the pullback will come from, we have this fresh daily fresh. So before market reaching here, it has to react from this. Sometime it won't react. Saa nyingine inaweza isireact hapa, lakini at least market react hapa. Isipo react, it's okay, then tutaendelea kusell because we know the major move is selling. Okay, so what happened is this daily reject daily. You see the daily rejected daily. Daily rejected daily. Daily rejected daily, and then let's go into the 4-hour attention. You see, daily rejected daily. Okay, daily rejected daily, and then 4-hour itself, it gave you the breakout structure. Wow, that's good. After getting this breakout structure, now we know, wow, everything seems to be bullish. Everything seems to be bullish. So if everything seems to be bullish, where will the storyline end? Storyline itaishia wapi ya daily? Now let's go into the daily itself. Let's go into the daily itself. Ukiangalia hapa, this was daily fresh support. This was daily fresh support. Where is daily fresh resistance? Well, it's here. Daily. So from here to here, you'll be only focusing on buys. From here to here, you'll be only focusing on buys. Okay. Then what happened? Baada ya market kufika hapo, what happened? Remember, bado market haijafika kwenye weekly support. Market haijafika kwenye weekly support. So what happened in here? What happened in here? Baada ya market kugusa hii hapa fresh resistance. Okay. Let's go into the 4-hour. Daily rejected daily is there. Then now 4-hour gave you the break. You see the break 4-hour give you. Now the time frame agree with each other. Now the time frame agree with each other. Why? Because even 4-hour has turned bearish. Even 4-hour has turned bearish. Now we know, okay, the expansion has begun. So from where to where? Okay, this was the only pullback from the daily. This was daily zone. This was daily zone. This was daily zone, which has already played out. Market tap into daily resistance in here. Market tap into daily resistance. 4-hour gave us the breakout structure, means now expansion has begun, because remember, weekly was bearish, daily bearish, even 4-hour itself has turned bearish. So now we have to focus on sales. So we sell until where? Until the fresh weekly. Fresh weekly. Okay, weekly reject weekly is here. Okay, let's see. weekly reject weekly imetokea. Okay, we don't have even weekly reject weekly. This level is completely broken, means this level is no longer respected, so we have to find another level into the weekly kwa sababu hii hapo level imevunjwa, so means haiwezi hold the price, so we have to sell until you get the next fresh from the weekly. So where do we have the next fresh weekly? Into here you may see we may have something like this fresh week. Okay, this was fresh support. Okay, this was support. Okay, and so from here the next fresh is here. So from here to here this was the next fresh, because why tumetumia hapa next fresh kwa sababu kwenye hii hapa zone market haikureact. Kama market haijareact kwenye zone, ina maana we completely delete the zone kwa sababu tunaendelea kusell. We believe that market is still bearish. So now when you come into the 4 hour, now you can see the changes. Okay, now you can see the changes when the time frame agree with each other. Look, time frames agree with each other means that the expansion will begin. Okay, means this was the pullback, then expansion to the downside like this. This is how the market goes. Okay, this is how the market goes. Let me give an example of this storyline in here ili tumalize. Okay, I will give you more examples in next videos. Sitaji video iwe ndefu sana, but I want to show you what happened in here and how we could play along with this storyline. Okay. Okay. Now see this. Now you had this. I think it was coming from the weekly itself, I think. It was coming from the weekly, I think. I had this weekly reject weekly, weekly reject weekly. Daily itself has given you the breakout structure. Do you see the daily breakout structure? This. Now we know weekly is bullish. Now we know the weekly is bullish. So the weekly is bullish until where? Let's go into the weekly itself. So from here to where? Another weekly fresh is where? Other weekly fresh is here. So from here, okay, from here to here, we'll be only focusing on sales. Only focusing on sales. Okay, only focusing on sales. So before reaching here, where can we react from? Before reaching here, let me delete this data first. Okay, before reaching into this fresh resistance from the weekly, where will we react from? Let's go into the daily. Let's go into the daily. Now you can react even in here. You can react even in here. This is fresh. But apart from that, do you have any fresh? No, we don't have any fresh zone. We don't have. This is no longer fresh. Remember, hii level haiwezi kutumika mara ya pili kama resistance kwa sababu it's no longer fresh. The wick, do you see? Hii level ilikuwa imeshaguswa na wick. This level is already touched by the wick in here. This level is already touched by the wick. So means that hatuwezi kuitumia tena kama resistance, the market will pass through it. Okay? So means we have this fresh resistance. So before reaching into this ambako weekly storyline inaishia, we can react from this. So then what happened? What happened? The market tap into this weekly rejected. Okay, this weekly, of course it was even daily. Okay, this is daily, this is weekly MTF daily. MTF means multi time frame. Remember, this was the weekly open cross level, lakini kwenye daily it's a weekly A shape like this. It's a weekly A shape. Okay, weekly A shape. So means weekly is multi-time frame with daily time, daily. Okay, now we have daily rejected daily. We have daily rejected daily because why? Now you have to think like this. It doesn't mean if the market has reached here you have to wait siku nzima, wiki nzima. Yani soko likifika hapa tusubirie wiki nzima ndo upate breakout structure, si kitu kama hicho. No, hapana, usifanye hivyo. Okay, soko likifika hapa unaweza ukapata daily reject daily, ukapata the early entry. Okay, now ukiangalia hapa we have this daily reject daily, si ndio? Alafu uzuri, I don't have a body pray, that's why sometimes nakuwa nateseka. Okay, now ulikuwa una daily reject daily in here, and then on a 4 hour breakout. Okay, 4 hour breakout iko wapi? Now we have a 4 hour breakout. Where? Power breakout is here. Baada ya hii 4-hour breakout, now we know, wow, everything is bearish. Everything is bearish. So we may focus on sales. We may focus on sales. So we may focus on sales. Baada ya kupata hii hapa break, then let's go into the weekly itself. I mean, let's go into the daily. I'm sorry. Let's go into the daily. Now storyline has confirmed. Sasa kama tumeconfirm storyline kwa sababu tumepata 4-hour break, daily itaishia wapi? Where is daily fresh? Okay, remember hii ni daily to daily storyline, kwa daily fresh itaishia wapi? The daily fresh is here, iko hapa. Daily fresh ya kwanza iko hapa, another daily fresh iko hapa hivi, iko hapa chini. Hii ndio itakuwa another daily fresh. So from here to here you'll be only focusing on sales, si ndio? Ila kama kutoka hapa hadi hapo utakuwa umefocus zaidi kwenye kusell, means you can have 4-hour obstacles, but most of the time I don't use 4-hour obstacles. Most of the time I don't use it because 4-hour levels, they are not strong that enough. Yeah, levels mara nyingi ambazo ni strong zinatoka kwenye daily, weekly and monthly. So kwenye 4-hour sometimes I don't consider it. So hivyo, japokuwa Malaysian people they use this concept, wao wanapenda kutumia hivyo, but I don't use it actually. Siitumii, niwe tu mkweli, situmii 4-hour obstacle. Okay, so means from here to here utakuwa umefocus kwenye kusell, and what happened now? You had a drop from here to here. This was a drop. I think you could have this major sell. Nikiwafundisha entries, another entry was coming from here to here. You can have, yeah, the beautiful selling here. Okay, kutoka hapo mpaka hapo, hiyo ilikuwa ni, yeah, selling nzuri kabisa from here to here. Okay, anyway, bila kupoteza muda, this is how is it. Okay, hivyo ndivyo ilivyokuwa kutokea kwenye daily resistance to daily support. But now nataka nikuonyeshe kitu. Ukija kwenye weekly, hiki kitu kilikuwa ni much more clear. Kwa nini? Kwa nini? Ulikuwa na weekly reject weekly pia. Ulikuwa na weekly eject kwenye weekly resistance. Remember, hii ni A shape. Weekly eject kwenye weekly resistance. And then close below it. Baada ya weekly reject kwenye weekly resistance, daily itself imetupa breakout structure. Yes, on the day we have a break like this right here. Baada ya kupata daily break, what are you expecting? You will be focusing on sales until where? You have to come into the weekly itself. Baada ya confirm storyline, we have fresh weekly support is here. Fresh weekly support is here. Another fresh weekly support iko wapi? We do not have a fresh weekly support, but in the monthly, I remember we had this fresh support V-shape, which was fresh. This one. Okay. I use this for, yeah, just for the sake of understanding, lakini remember from the weekly, this is not fresh. Kwa sababu ukiangalia hii V-shape, hii V-shape ambayo ilikuwa hapa, it was already mitigated. Ukiangalia vizuri, this was already mitigated by this move. Means this is no longer fresh. So from here, this was the only fresh one. This was the only fresh one from the monthly. So from here to here, you'll be only focusing on sales. So the obstacles kwenye daily zitatoka wapi? Obstacles kwenye daily zingetokea hapa kwenye fresh, or I can use this. Ambako the market did not even react, kwa sababu ili tujue level ita react, market ingetakiwa ku reject na ku close above it. Market just, of course, imevunja kabisa. The market has broken this. Market imevunja, so we cannot expect this to hold. Market imekuja ku play onto this level here, into the monthly level in here. So that's how it is. This was the storyline from the weekly, from here to here. You'll be only focusing on sales from here to here. And how much pips is this? I think 1000 pips, which is more than enough. Okay, and then again, kitu kingine ambacho ulitakiwa kukifahamu hapa, ulikuwa unaiki hapa kitu. Let's say you had a recent example now. You had this weekly reject weekly in here. Recent one. Weekly reject weekly in here. Of course, ulikuwa una daily break. Okay, weekly reject weekly. Now you have the daily break. Have the daily break in here. Baada ya kuwa na daily break, now we believe that market is going to the upside. Sindio? Now we believe that the market is going to the upside baada ya kupata hii hapa daily break. So kama market inaenda to the upside, market inaweza ikareact wapi? Because before, okay, because after confirming this storyline, you have to find the immediate weekly resistance. So immediate weekly resistance is here, The immediate weekly resistance is here. Another weekly resistance is here, open close level. So we have these two levels in here. Lakini kwa sababu tunatoka hapa hadi hapa, haimaanishi kwamba tutaenda moja kwa moja from here we remove direct to this areas. Hapana, hakuna kitu kama hicho, ila we can react from any zones, okay? Any fresh zones. Remember, tunatumia only fresh ones. Okay, only fresh ones. Kwa zoni ambayo ni fresh ya kwanza, we have this fresh is here. Zoni ya pili ambayo ni fresh, we have this fresh is here. Okay, kwa hiyo market inaweza ikareact kwenye either zoni hapa au zoni hapa. Remember, hatuingii kwenye zoni direct, no? Tunachokitegemea ni kuona rejection and then one time frame low ikupe breakout. Remember, the same rules has to be used. Don't try to mess up your mind. Okay, then kilichotokea ni nini? Market ikabroke hapa zone, means this zone is no longer holding. So let's focus on buys, and then daily reject daily and then close below it. This is where the things get interesting. Okay, daily rejected daily in here. After this daily rejected daily, do you see on the 4-hour? You see you have a 4-hour breakout. After this breakout, now we know, oh, the daily has turned bearish. Daily now has turned bearish. So if daily is turned bearish until where? Let's go into the daily tuangalie storyline itakakoishia. Okay, tuangalie storyline itakakoishia. Because in little daily to daily, remember weekly is bullish. Weekly is bullish, okay? But this is little daily to daily storyline. Sindio? Weekly is bullish. In obstacles, we are put into your mind, you are trading obstacles because the market has to reach here. Market has to reach here. Always the storyline is something you look like very accurate. I can guarantee you this, okay? So where is fresh support in here? The market come and then it reacted into this daily support in here. So from here to here, you are only focusing on sales because market ilikuja react hapa. The market reacted here on this, and then one time frame lower, which is 4-hour, okay, give you the breakout structure in here. Okay, now this was the only pullback. Okay, this was the pullback. After getting this break, now we know, oh, everything now is turned bullish because now the major trend was bullish. This was the only pullback. Hii ilikuwa ni pullback peke yake. The major trend was bullish. So then now you can see the market just made a pullback and then expansion began. After this break, now the market expanded. I think you just got an idea about what's going on. Kama nilivyoambia, sijataka kuifanya hii hapa video iwe ndefu zaidi. Nitatengeneza video nyingi zaidi kuhusiana na storyline. I think when I will update my bar replay, then nitafanya vizuri zaidi on just explaining, pia na kuweza kupata test the proper way of teaching. So for today, this is more than enough. Kwa hiyo, until next time, bye bye.